What is economy picking and how might you go about working on it? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. I have some very practical examples and exercises for you with notation and tab and scale diagrams on the screen so you can get economy picking down even if you've never heard of it before or haven't worked on it before. Let's dive in. Well, economy picking is the practice of playing the next string after a string that you just played with the same picking direction, because the hardest thing about alternate picking is going down, up, down, and then if I'm going to cross strings like the scale form that's on the screen here, down, up, down, and then go up next, well, I have to move past the next string and then pluck up. That would be alternate picking. Economy picking is down, up, down, and because we're going to cross strings, down, up, down, down. So you go down, down to the next string. Now, the first exercise that we want to do is using this shape that I have on the screen. I'm calling it a shape because it's kind of like the way a scale shape is laid out. People call them scale shapes or scale forms or scale diagrams or positions, but this is not a specific scale or a key or anything like that, but it's just a formation of 3 notes per string on, in this case, fret 5, 6, 7. Do it anywhere on the guitar though. So just get used to this. And then just what that means visually laid out, because that's what we are going to use. Makes sense, right? We don't want to think about the specific scale or notes or anything special other than the thing that we're working on, which is economy picking. So little side hint there for any kind of practicing, which is narrow it down to what you're actually practicing. Let everything else go out the window. Now here is exercise 1. These down brackets mean down pick. The V's mean up pick. You can see 2 downs in a row, 2 downs in a row, 2 downs in a row. And then every time there's 2 downs in a row, we're crossing strings and we're playing triplets in 3/4. So it's like down, up, down, 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 down, up, down. Feel free to pause there and do the ascending and descending versions separately or connect them either way. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Very important side tip. Make sure that your plucks are not separate plucks. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down. I'm exaggerating, kind of lifting off. Yes, I'm doing 2 downs in a row, but you want to fluidly connect them together. That's the point. Kind of let it fall to the next string. So down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, that is exercise 1. Let's go on to exercise 2, which is the same thing, but without triplets. So we're isolating our exercise to be just what we need to make it easiest at first, and then slowly branching into more musical situations. You're not always going to play triplets. Okay, so it's the exact same thing other than it not being triplets. So use a metronome, and it's going to feel very different. So instead of triplet, 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 it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Whoops, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I like the feel of that a lot better. It's a little more syncopated feeling. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the idea behind that one. Use a metronome any speed and make sure that you are treating them as eighth notes and not as triplets, whereas the first exercise was triplets. Let's go on to the next exercise, which is going to use this scale shape. Now we're using an actual key. Okay, this is the scale of B flat, 3 notes per string. Okay, this bottom note here is the 7th of the scale, and the red notes are the roots. So this is a root, this is a root, this is a root. 3 notes per string, B flat major scale. I rarely use 3 notes per string scales, but we're easing into using the other types of scale formations that are more commonly used. As far as stretching our fingers up on the top 2 strings, it's a lot easier than down here. The reason I don't do 3 notes per string universally is because it causes too much tension in my hand to reach like this all the time. But on the top 2 strings, I can angle my hand this way and kind of reach like this, and it can be quite relaxed to do that. So I don't mind this scale form at all. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with that scale form. Okay, now it's triplets. So 3 notes per string, 1 beat per string, triplet, 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 triplet. Okay, down, up, down, down, up, down. The idea behind these exercises is you do them enough to get them into your ability, and then you choose to use them here and there or wherever you want, little moments. The secret to smoother, faster picking in general is to have tiny breaks from our picking. There's a couple ways to do that. 2 videos ago, I did a video on alternate picking, and I said if you slur, you give yourself a tiny break from alternate picking, and it relaxes you. Well, this is the exact same idea. You would do a double down. It gives you this break of going back and forth, and it relaxes you. So that's exercise 3. Exercise 4, you might have guessed, same thing, not as triplets. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, feeling that, and however you heard it is less important than how you feel it, right? So if I played it right now, you might have still heard it as triplets. I was feeling it as eighth notes. So ideally use a metronome just so you're placing the click at the right place. You're either putting 3 into the beat, which is the triplet, or 2 into each beat, which is the eighth notes. Okay, that's exercise 4. And then exercise 5 is going to use the B flat major scale that is not the 3 notes per string, because these are the scale shapes. I call them sometimes the ergonomic scale forms because that's my reason for using them, but they're also the caged system scale forms. So this would be called the E form, because if you make a 1, 3, 5 chord off of that root down there, it creates an E major shape. In case you didn't know what the caged system was all about, that's what this could be called, the E form. Now, these are the scale forms I more often use and recommend, but it doesn't have 3 notes per string. Okay, but get used to just playing it up and down, any plucking way you want to pluck it. And then we are going to do our alternate picking, or rather our economy picking, anywhere we can, but we can't do it everywhere. So let's study it for a second. Okay, we have this double down here, and we're not using triplets, so this is in 4/4 eighth notes now. Okay, so it crosses a string, double down, crosses a string, economy, crosses a string, economy, crosses a string, economy. Starting right here, we're just going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. All of those are just alternate picking, normal alternate picking. And then we get up, up, crossing string, up, crossing string, up. So we get some economy here, and not here. Now that's more realistic because you never know what your lead line, what your lick, what your idea is going to be, what you're playing, what the melody is arranged like. So you don't just want to practice triplets. You don't just want to practice 3 notes per string. You want to practice these other scale formations and melodies and stuff like that. Okay, so let's try this a little bit slowly out of time. Okay, when you practice it, do it so slow where you're kind of studying. Pause the screen and use what's on the screen. That's why I have it for you. Okay, there's the down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. Get the idea? So you wanna, and I switched my picking there, so. Okay, so I accidentally went double up at the top there. But that's the idea with this. We're manipulating it each time. If you just worked on the triplets with 3 notes per string and say, oh, I have economy picking down. Well, not really, because you don't have it in various contexts. That's why we do these various exercises. So that is exercise number 5. And exercise number 6, let's just have fun with playing what so many of us are familiar with, which is the blues scale, okay? And then we're just saying, well, what if you do economy picking with the blues scale? Where can you do it? You could just work this out by going down, up, down, up, down. Did you play down on a note that is about to cross strings? Great, then you can go down, down again, okay? But we can look at this here. We have an economy moment there, economy there, nope, 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 economy there, economy there. Great, we get 2 economy pickings on the way up and 2 economy pickings on the way down. Let's try it out. Excellent practice to take that realistic scale if you're into that sound and jamming. And, you know, obviously the scale's so popular because it sounds so good. I'm way less comfortable on the way back. On the way up, I've break things down for yourself however you want, right? So if on the way back, for me, I would start here and just do the way down a bunch. And it's not that I can't do it, it's that the timing is less even, right? So notice what is holding you back. It's not, I'm doing the mechanics right, but the timing kind of hiccups a little. So I'm like, oh, I got to work on that to get that smoother. So that is exercise 6, and that is an excellent foundation for you to learn and really get economy picking quite down just with those before you even need to branch out and do anything else with it. You can really get economy picking quite down just with those exercises. And if you do them, I think you will intuitively understand how to apply that technique to other places that you want to use it as well. Everything you need to work on those exercises are in this video, obviously, because I showed you all those visuals on the screen. But if you want a PDF of all of that stuff written out for you to have in front of you, you can get it inside my premium subscriber membership, where I have my weekly resources, any downloadable extra resources that go along with my lessons that I post every week. You can use the link in the top of the description to check that out and join and become a member and support the channel, or you can go to soundguitarlessons.com/join to get my weekly resources for this lesson, past lessons, and my future lessons. Hope to see you in there. And if you just want a free PDF of all of those ergonomic scale forms, all of them that you can need all over the neck, of all the different types of scales that are most important to learn on the guitar, you can get that for free. It's in my printable parent scales PDF. You can get that with the link in the description as well, or go to soundguitarlessons.com/scales if you just want diagrams to work on this technique with, or for any other reason. Thanks for watching. Make sure you are subscribed. I can't wait to see you in another lesson soon. I'm continuing my jazz series next week with the tune All the Things You Are, and then some really cool lessons planned coming up after that as well. Take care. See you in another one soon. Thanks again, and happy practicing.